In a world where carbs are your enemy, you need one man to help you fight your battles. That man is Jimmy.
Combating nutrition disinformation and general bull. It's Jimmy Rants. JimmyRants.com.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another Instagram Live. And we're here with another episode of Jimmy Rants. You been watching Jimmy Rants? You know you love it. JimmyRants.com is the website. Go check it out, you guys. You'll see that we start off on Instagram Live. And you can follow me there on Instagram at Living Low Carb Man, LIVINLOWCARBMAN. Once you're there, you can engage in the content live, just like all these beautiful people are doing right now. If you missed the live, it's all right. You can watch it on replay on Instagram for up to 24 hours. But after 24 hours, it disappears. You're going to pop it on over to YouTube after that. That's where you're going to find most of the content of this here show is on YouTube. Go find the past episodes. Just type in a keyword Jimmy Rants over there on YouTube or in a Google search. You will find the show. And then finally, the best of the best moments of this here show in podcast form is on the Jimmy Rants podcast on Apple Podcast. All of these links, you guys, are at JimmyRants.com. Today's Jimmy Rants is going to be one of those rants. Because as much as we have seen the ketogenic diet penetrate into the culture, you would think that companies would be clamoring to be making products that would not only be useful for people pursuing a healthier lifestyle, that would minimize carbohydrates, use more healthy fats, all of the good things that we talk about here on this show quite a bit. You would think companies would be trying to invest in products and things that would be doing more of that. But you would be wrong. Now, don't get me wrong. There are great companies out there that are doing things towards that end, but there are companies that are now pushing crappy garbage at its, I was going to say at its finest, but at its worst. Have you heard about the brand new cereal coming from Kellogg's? This is no lie. This is not an onion store, you guys. This is real. Kellogg's has teamed up with the people who make Peeps. You know, those little bird thingies, the yellow bird thingies that come out during the Easter time. They have teamed up, you guys, to make a Peeps cereal for the Easter season. And all I can say is, oh my keto, what are we doing? So here's the article, you guys. Peeps cereal is hitting stores, and we're already having a sugar rush from it. So I want to read you this article. If your mornings could use a little something sweet, no, ketones are all that I need in the morning, thank you very much. Peeps has a new product to give you that extra hop. Yeah, they're play on words, cute. The iconic candy brand just rolled out a limited edition Peeps marshmallow flavored cereal in collaboration with Kellogg's. Marshmallow flavored cereal? Do marshmallows have a flavor? Okay, I digress. To mimic the classic sugary taste and springtime colors of the treat, listen to this, you guys. This whole grain cereal, they put that in there very proudly that it's whole grains, is lightly sweetened. Oh yeah, you want to bet? I bet you bite into that crap and your teeth hurt. It's so sweet. And dyed, God knows what they're using for the dye. Go Google sometime what some of these food dyes are made of. It will shock you. And yet everybody wants that nice bright yellow on their Peeps. And they have no idea what they're putting in their mouth. Mixed with tiny marshmallows that are, quote, reminiscent of the iconic marshmallow candy brand, end quote, according to Kellogg's. I never liked Peeps. Did you guys like Peeps when you were a sugar burner and you were eating all that junk? I never liked them. They were way, way, way too sweet. Even when I had a sweet palate, they were way too sweet. I could not imagine sticking a Peeps in my mouth now as a fat burner. It would blow my head off, I'm sure. Even the cereal box is inspired by cheerful chicks and bunnies sporting a bright yellow background and adorable characters. Well, of course, you know who they're aiming at with that. They're trying to get the kids to see this bright yellow box. Oh, Mommy, I want the Peep cereal. I gotta have that. You know what's gonna happen? I can already see those kids in my mind's eye in the grocery store begging Mom and Dad to grab the Peep cereal. The boxes are currently making their way onto store shelves. Oh, yay. And certain stores are stocking up for the Easter season. However, the product is only available for an undisclosed limited time. That's called, we don't know if this crap's going to actually sell, so let's put the crap out there on the marketplace and see if the crap sells to people that still buy crap. Hopefully the keto people don't lose their crap over this. That's what they're saying. Because if it sells well, they're not going to get rid of it after Easter. They're going to keep it around. So make sure you pick up a box or 3, this article says, when you see one. How about you pay me not to have to see it? But this isn't the first time Peeps has jumped on the breakfast bandwagon. They recently teamed up with International Delight, had a limited edition Peeps flavored coffee creamer. The flavor is marshmallowy and the creamer is yellow. Ugh, again, with the dyes, the food dyes. Matches the pastel color of the candy. It is available now in select stores and will pair with the cereal perfectly. Some days I wake up and I read stories like that and I go, okay, for all the good that we're doing, for all the things that are changing for the better in our society, when it comes to nutrition, you get stuff like this that reminds you of just how far we have to go even still. All right, I want to see what you guys have to say about the Peeps cereal. Can you believe this crap? Joshua said, I loved Peeps. Crying face. Well, don't cry now. You get to have bacon now. Keto for healing, trying to get my children on board with a low-carb, sugar-free diet. I've read that it'll stunt growth. Oh, come on. Real, whole foods does not stunt growth. So, no. Keto for healing, I don't know of any studies that show that keto stunts growth. And they certainly don't need Peeps cereal. Not a chance. Ew, that sounds disgusting, says I Dream of Jeannie. Ashton says, no! Keto for healing, how about the huge stuffed Oreos? They're limited and gigantic, filled with loads of cream, ridiculous. I would even say loads of processed cream-like stuff. If they actually had real cream, and that's really all it was, without all the sugar and everything else, it might not be so bad if you threw away the cookie part. I would have been on board a year ago. Yes. I used to love Peeps as a kid, says Ashton. I guess it's one of those Easter candies that you either really, really, really loved or you really, really, really hate. And I don't know if when I stuck one in my mouth when I was a kid, if it was stale or something. You ever had one of those stale ones and they're just hard and chewy and just there's something not right about it? I must have got one of those because I never got the sensation of enjoyment eating those Peeps. Yeah, see, I Dream of Jeannie said Peeps were and are disgusting. Yeah, they have always been to me. AK Bonbon said they always tasted so artificial to me. Can you imagine what this cereal's going to taste like? I mean, I'm sure the food scientists that make that flavor for the Peeps, they're going to town really heightening that flavor for this cereal because it's a different context for that flavor. In the marshmallow, they probably have a certain concentration of it they could put in there to get that mouthfeel and taste and everything. But this cereal whole grains, it's going to change it a bit. So it's going to be interesting to see if people clamor for this. Keto for healing. This is fake news. Yeah, this is not the kind of news I want to wake up to. Reading about crappy garbage. It makes me sick that they tempt kids with these kinds of things. Kimberly, that's the thing. What adult would knowingly eat this stuff, knowing what we know about what sugar, what grains, and what all that's doing to our bodies? And so it's a fascinating thing to me in the midst of the keto revolution that's going on in our culture, where people are hyper aware of the role that carbohydrates are playing in their health, that they want to go on a ketogenic diet. The fact that we have products like this coming out in the midst of that, it's amazing to me, because somebody that are the wizards of smart at Kellogg's and Peeps said, you know what? We know the move in the culture is away from sugar, away from grains right now because of paleo and low carb and keto and real food kind of movements going on. But we don't care. We still think there's a market out there, and we're going to double down, and we're going to put out this kind of stuff. And we think the consumers will respond. It will be very interesting to see if this product doesn't sell. We're already seeing companies like Coca-Cola and Krispy Kreme donuts and all these kind of companies that have always been predicated on sugary, grainy swill and pushing it on the public, thinking it's going to sell because that's what people want is junk. It's going to be interesting to see if the public as a whole turns this kind of thing down. If you're just joining us, Kellogg's is coming out with a brand new cereal that is going to be Peeps flavored just in time for the Easter season. And so I'm like, oh my keto, what are we doing? Because in light of all we know, how does this stuff have a market? Now, I realize there will always be people that they could eat junk and it doesn't matter to them. They're going to eat junk till kingdom come, or till the good Lord brings them home, which is probably sooner than later if they're eating this kind of stuff. I realize that. But I think that market's dwindling. I think that market, people are waking up that they can't just go through life eating whatever they want anymore. It's why so many of you guys have come to keto. It's why you make better choices now. You realize that stuff's not on the table anymore. Escon Mamma Mia, the only thing you should do with Peeps is put them in the microwave and watch them explode. I guess that is fun to do. Another example of money long before health, says Ashton. No, none of these companies, I guarantee you, Kellogg's doesn't give a crap about your health. They may say fortified, 15 essential, whole grains, you know, and put other health claims on their product, but they don't give a crap about your health. All they care about is their bottom line and how much junk can they sell you under the guise of being healthy. Although it'll be interesting with the Peeps cereal. Will they make any health claim at all? So if any of you see this actually show up in a store, email me a picture. I would love to see a picture of the box and all the nutrition, everything about it, front and back and side panels. So email me, livinglowcarbman@charter.net, if you see one on the shelf. Kimberly said, my oldest is 13 years old, and I think I have only bought one box of cereal in that time. I just never offered my girls this crap. I have even had a fit in the store saying how gross and embarrassed my girls. Ew! It's gross, says Amata. So, the bottom line in this Jimmy Rants is you're going to see a whole lot of weird stuff out there. Everybody's kind of jumped on the keto bandwagon, and that's great. But how do we explain, in the midst of keto being so popular, where upwards of like half of the population is trying a ketogenic diet in 2019, and at the same time, I suppose it's the other half of the population that doesn't give a crap about what they're putting in their mouth, they pull this kind of stuff, where they make a Peeps cereal. So if you see this out there, realize, okay, this is probably not going to be as popular as they think it is. Or at least that's my hope. I'm crossing my fingers. because people will eat that stuff. They will rapidly gain weight. They will rapidly increase their blood sugar and insulin levels. And it means we're going to have people coming to keto in droves in about a year when they realize, oh my gosh, what have I done? So again, I want to see the marketing terms of how they promote this. If they put any health claims on it at all. Peeps cereal, that should be your clue. It's a no. It's a hard no. And yet, they keep making these kind of products. And what I want to know is who keeps buying this stuff thinking it's a good idea? I don't know. All right, guys, that's it for this Jimmy Rants. JimmyRants.com is the website. And if you want to engage in the content, it's very easy to do. Hop on over to JimmyRants.com. You'll see that we start off on Instagram. I do a couple of Instagram lives a day. So go follow me there at Living Low Carb Man, LIVINLOWCARBMAN. Hey, Allie, thanks for being here. Allie, you just missed an epic rant. Yes, Peeps cereal. It was really gross. So follow me on Instagram. If you missed the live, or if you come in late to the live, like Allie and Sam and and Kitty Caddick just joined as well. If you came in late, go back and watch the replay. You can see it for up to 24 hours on replay on Instagram. If you miss it on Instagram, it's all good. We do pop these over onto YouTube for you. So go type in Jimmy Rants as a keyword search in YouTube or on a Google search. You will find the show. And then finally, a Jimmy Rants podcast, which has the best of the best moments of this here show. JimmyRants.com is the website. So until next time, we'll see you then.